What up, party people? 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get that up. Let's get this right. 1, 2. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope everyone is good today. Welcome to Friday Vibes with Q. Who do we got in the room? We got my man Mir Depp, my man Steven Knuckles, what's the deal? Bananas, what's good? One good foot, the Detroit thrower. Yes, the crew's all here. My man Gorilla Strong, what's good? What's good, everybody? Yes. We're back. As if we never left. How's everybody doing on this very beautifully challenged Friday? And I'll explain why in a second. So I just let me get myself together here. I just got a text from my brother Swell from the Arsonist. Mr. Complex from the Polyrhythmatics crew, Mr. Complex, one of the great MCs from my graduating class, has passed away. And Complex is somebody I've known for a very long time. As I said, he's from our graduating class of hip hop. We've toured the world together. We've been in the studio together. Complex was there helping when we filmed my Mr. Lopez video. He was helping out Destroy, who directed the film, the video. Just want to send a lot of love, condolences, prayers, and strength to his family and his close loved ones. Mr. Complex was a very good dude. You know, usually people say that a lot when somebody passes, but in the case of Mr. Complex, if you've ever met him, if you've ever got to hang out with him, he had a good heart. He was very creative, and he's going to be greatly missed. So rest in peace, Mr. Complex. See you on the other side. Yes, sir. So anyway, let's bring the mood up. Oh, let me as you can see, I'm a Spider-Man fan. Okay. Yes. There you go, Gorilla Strong. Thank you. Thank all of y'all. Yes. C1 Zulu. What's going on? Zogale. C1 Zogale. I'll say, hopefully I said that right. Welcome to the show. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Do your thing. So here we are. I was talking a little bit with Sonny from POD. For those that don't know the band POD, some of their bigger hits is I feel so alive, that song, or Here Comes the Boom, or We Are Youth of a Nation, that band. So the two clips recently that I posted were based off of a song that I collaborated with Sonny, who is the lead singer of POD. And I was telling him that it's dope to like, if you had a chance to go check out the full song. So right now on my Instagram there are two clips. One is Talk to God and the other one is called Spitfire. Those are the two songs that I produced on his album, and he also asked me to spit a verse per each song. And it's always dope, and it doesn't happen a lot, but it's always dope when Zogale. Okay, I got you. So I told him it's just dope to see him go from what he does with POD to to be on like what you would consider a boom bap track, loosely based, or I did like a boom bap meets dance hall track for Spitfire. And it was just dope to see him or to hear him spit bars and you know, collaborate with me on a track, man. So if you haven't had a chance to go check it out, it's on his new solo album, which is called Sunny Dread. And like I said, the names of the songs, the one song is called Talk to God, and the other one is Spitfire, or How to, in parentheses, Spitfire, something like that. That's how he titled it. And they came out cool, so if you get a chance, check those out. What's going on, Tanya? My man Bananas coming with it, son. Wait, I got something for you, Bananas. Where is it at? Where is it at? Damn it. All my this is for you, Bananas.
Yes! I like
it. Thank you, Bananas. Eric! Yeah. Congratulations, Zogale. Congratulations. Did I ever collaborate with Nas? No. If I collaborated with Nas, the entire world would know about it because I would probably post that song once a week for the rest of my life. So, no. Tanya, what's the deal? Eric, did you see the new video that I dropped on the Mother Fuzz thing, Eric? I want to know if you saw it in particular. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric right there, that's the bass player for my band, Mother Fuzz, for our band, Mother Fuzz. And I just dropped a little, like I don't know, silly video about my latest guitar pedal purchase. And it's on the Mother Fuzz page. So if you get a chance, how do you crate digging? Oh, how do I crate dig? Sorry, Gorilla, I was trying to... My man Crazy Legs is in the house, son. Let's give Crazy Legs a little... Hey, Crazy Legs, this is for you, baby. Why was 40-ounce Old English and hip-hop a thing? I'm going to answer that question. That's a great question. Wesley, what's going on, son? What's the deal? So first things first, Gorilla, I don't, when I'm looking for beats, I don't, well, I usually, my first choice always is to go for like the more soulful music from the 60s and 70s. Soul R&B from that era, because you're going to get, most of the times, you're going to get a good groove on the drums, you're going to get a dope bass line, the instrumentation, the singing, everything about, I mean, a lot of like Just Blaze production, a lot of, just a lot of beats that you've heard through the years. I think a multitude of them come from that genre of music. Then you could, you know, and I don't think it's about genre as much as I think it's more about the era or the time that it came out. So to me, 60s and 70s is always going to give you that music, just the musicality during that time was just at a level that I'm not trying to throw shade on any of today's musicians. There's obviously great musicians out there today. But back then, it was very different putting together an album or a song. And I think a lot of you understand where I'm going. Like, that 60s and 70s era is just, you know, just beautiful. Where are we at? Where are we at? Machiavelli, what's going on, son? Put it together, Legs. Put it together. Let's go. Yeah, son. So my man Bananas asked about the 40 ounces. You know, that's a good question. I think I don't know the origin or who was the first to bring that into the culture or into the music, specifically rap music. I just think that me growing up in New York, I just remember it just being a part of hanging out in the street. So dudes would have 40 ounces of private stock or Old English, or sometimes pink champagne. Colt 45 tasted like pure gasoline, but it was just, I don't know, psychologically, I don't know if it was a coping mechanism. I don't know if there was for me, it was definitely, if I had to guess about my own actions, it was more of a peer pressure thing where I was just trying to fit in with whatever was going on. But, that's a great question. I would that's actually a great question on a very high level, because I'm not sure if anybody ever addressed that question. How did the 40 ounce of beer make its way into rap music, or just in hip hop in general? It's almost like heroin to a legendary rocker. It's like a weird thing. I can't explain it, but it's definitely worth investigating. So we'll see how that happens, man. King Cobra, St. Ides, that's right. There you go. Yes, Machiavelli, I actually spoke about my man, Mr. Complex, earlier. Mr. Complex was a long time friend of mine, known Plex, man, since maybe early to mid 90s up until obviously he passed. And I said what I said at the beginning of the thing, just prayers and strength, and may he rest in peace. Mr. Complex was a good dude, man. Well, like I said earlier, people usually premise a lot of passing with that, but he was genuinely a good dude. Seriously. So that's the deal. Crazy Legs answered the 40 ounce question. Thank you, Mr. Crazy Legs. Thank you for clearing up that confusion, man. I was like, it's a great question, though, when you really think about it. Isn't it interesting, though, like, when you think of those things, it's like, for instance, if you know anything about hair metal history, or even, I think any music has an interesting undertone of drug or alcohol use. Jazz, rock and roll, rock, metal, punk, hip hop. All of it has seen its share of substance abuse to a high power. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's fascinating, almost like the only thing that I'm kind of like curious about is, was it the executives that introduced it, or was it actually the artist that went and sought after it? And the thing is, it's just a fascinating subject. That was a good question, man, for real, man. I who knows, man. Boys in the Hood. Yeah, Ice Cube used to be, I remember there were ads with Ice Cube with St. Ides. Redman and Method Man had an ad. I think Biggie Smalls had an ad. There were a few rappers that I guess they got a check for doing the whole St. Ides ad, which is fascinating because now St. Ides has weed soda. And I found that out at the spot when I went to the spot. So, good business, I guess. Jay Freedom, yes, Jay Freedom. Thank you for that, man. Thank you. He was special, man. Mr. Complex was a special dude. Jay, that you brought that up, I was trying to think. The only time that I had like a you know, a fascinating story, because like I said, Complex, I've toured with him, went to Europe, did shows with him in New York. One of my favorite Complex moments was Complex. What people didn't know about Complex was that he was a film student. So he definitely knew his way around film production, camera work, all of that stuff. And there was a time when Complex was working on a hip hop game show, and he did a pilot at Wetlands, and he had the whole thing set up. He had cameras all over Wetlands. We were the studio audience, and he had a table with the contestants and the buzzers, and it was like a hip hop trivia game show. And I remember one of the funnier moments. I don't know if this will translate. It was one of those things where you had to see it. But yes. I love that y'all are doing that. Edwin, what's good, son? What's good? Yes, thank you. So part of the show, one of the segments of the show, Complex wanted to bring on a dancer, and he wanted the dancer to do some moves, and he wanted the contestants to say what the move was. Like, you know, in hip hop, we had the WAP, we had the Pee Wee Herman, we had the Bismarck, we had the James Brown, we had all of these different dance moves. And I'm laughing because I was there. I hope that this translates well. So he asked this another MC by the name of Mozzie. I don't know how many. He's from a group called Soul Purpose. He's a dope MC. He's also from my graduating class. And Complex had Mozzie come on stage in front of the contestants, and he made him do a dance. And the thing is, I don't remember what the dance was, but he did some dance for like maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds top. He's just rocking out, doing this whole move and everything. And the contestants are watching him, and the music is playing, and he's dancing. And then the music stops, and he freezes. And Complex has the mic, and he goes, "What dance was Mozzie doing?" And somebody in the back yelled out, "The river dance!" And the entire crowd went fucking bonkers, started laughing. It was the timing of the dude in the back just yelling out "river dance" that just killed Mozzie. Anything, they had to find another dancer at that point because it wasn't gonna work. It was hilarious, man. Yes, he's also part of the Ancients. Yes, thank you, Machiavelli. That's very dope. Yes, sir. Black Panther, rest in peace. Yes. So these were things that Plex would do. He was very imaginative. And I remember also because another thing that was happening that a lot of you wouldn't even know was Destroy, who was one of the arsonists. He had a show on Univision where I was co-writing, some of the jokes, and I was doing some of the camera work and some of the acting whenever he needed when he would do a sketch. And we had brought Complex in because we were going to try to expand on the show and take it into a different place. So we would have meetings at some apartment that Destroy had keys to, but we didn't know who owned it. It was a whole hilarious thing. I can't even explain it. But that being said, it's just to show you, like, we were family. We would get together every once in a while and put ideas on the table and try to see if we were gonna do something, artist shit. You know what I mean? So rest in peace, Complex. We're gonna miss you, man. But the river dance, yeah. It was brilliant, man. Oh, man. Yeah, man. So, Has anyone listened to the new RZA Juice Crew album? Anybody. Because I puffed a little bit last night and I threw on a couple of joints just to see where it was going. It was interesting. It's an interesting album. Kane is on it, Cool G Rap, MC Shan, Roxanne Shante, Craig G, Master Ace. He pretty much got the entire Juice Crew, on this album. I know Mathematics from Wu-Tang has something to do with it. I'm not sure if he made the beats, I didn't get to really, really marinate on it yet. But there is an album that came out at midnight last night, RZA and the Juice Crew. So I don't know if any of you have heard it. Yeah, Master Ace hasn't passed away, Wesley. He's still here. Yes. What up, Eric? What's going on? Yeah, I'm not gonna ruin it for you, Gorilla. All I can say is it's an interesting album. I have to give it another listen to really see what's going on. But I was actually just caught off guard. I might have heard something about it, and it was one of those moments that somebody had mentioned something about the Juice Crew, and I wasn't 100% paying attention. So last night it came up on my Spotify, and I was like, "Oh shit, RZA did this? That's crazy." It was that in itself is what makes it interesting. Is that RZA somehow put this together with the Juice Crew? So that in itself is fascinating, man. So see if you could check it out. And let me know what you think. I'm curious. I'll probably check in with you guys next Wednesday as far as that album and see what you guys think. I'm trying to think what other albums came out. I haven't listened to the new Megadeth album. If anybody listened to that album, I know that they charted well, which is pretty cool for Megadeth. But I haven't had a chance to. I might have heard like one song, but I haven't listened to that album yet either. I'm curious about that. Thank you, Gorilla. I appreciate that. You know what's fascinating is that from my personal catalog, that's one of my top albums that I put out for me. Like when I go through my own catalog, that's definitely. That album is at the top. I was definitely in a fascinating place mentally to get that album done with no features. So, and the Brown Bag All Stars, they were so like encouraging and just so on top of things as far as getting me the beats that they did for that album. So it's thank you for checking that album out again. Yeah, man, let me know what you think, Eric. Let me know what you think. I'm very, very, very curious. Tanya, did you listen to the new Megadeth album? I'm curious, man, how, look, man, we all know Dave Mustaine he's an incredible guitar player, a legend. What I did hear, it just gave me more of a reminiscent vibe of like traditional metal from a certain period. That's what I felt when I heard the one song. So I'm guessing that the album gives you that vibe. You know, he's doing what he does best. So I'm not sure, but oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, Wesley, imagine like when the room was smaller in a sense of releases and who was rapping. We would have all been the greatest hip hop trivia champs in the world. That's a good observation. Right now, it is. It's like there's a lot, and it'd be very hard to be able to cover the complete spectrum. As with any other genre, like if you ask me about metal, like there's so many bands. It's like it's hard to pinpoint who's doing what where. It's that in itself is fat. Which reminds me, I do have a question for you guys, and I'm just more curious. When I think I might have brought this up on Wednesday, but I had a conversation with my homie Eric today. Favorite joint from Megadeth, Holy Wars. Yes, Eric. That's a good one. There you go. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, you're right. Yes. I might have asked this question Wednesday, but I want to ask it again because I was talking to my friend Eric, and I'm curious. When you see somebody win a Grammy, forget how you feel about the Grammys and all of that, but when when the genre is wrong, like for instance, one of the controversies that happened was that Turnstile, the band Turnstile, which released an outstanding album recently, Never Enough, they won an award for best metal performance or best metal album or something like that. And clearly they're not a metal band. I'm happy that they won because I know their journey and I know that they're very serious about what they do. They're very good at what they do. But my frustration isn't really with them. My frustration is with the people that vote, that people that organize the Grammys. You know, the Grammys is an old company. And you would think that by now, after being around for damn near 100 years, you would get the fucking genre right. It's not really that hard. You're a music company. This is music. You can ask, and if you're confused, you can ask somebody, hey, where does Turnstile belong? Where does that, you got to open it up. You got to open up the genres. You got to say what it really is. And part of this is for the integrity of music itself and for the fan base and for the people that support. And so I was wondering what you guys think about that. I see what you're saying. Yes. Oh, thank you, Bananas. Have a good time at the gym, Bananas. Have a good time, brother. Yeah, that's the thing. I think the Grammys, and a lot of these bigger companies, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, all of these companies, at this point, in order to help music and its plight, because there is a plight going on in a sense of from streaming, from, all of the things that we are challenged with as artists. The one thing that you want to get right is that, well, you want to get everything right. You want to get everything right or close to it. And so, it's time that somebody steps up and says, hey, rock has several genres. Rap has several genres. Pop music is pop music, and then get into the other genres as well, and put things in their proper place. And there would have been nothing wrong with them saying best hardcore performance, Turnstile for their album. That would have been so respect. We would have had so much more respect for the situation. So one of those things, man. Yep. I feel y'all. Thank y'all for y'all feedback, man. I feel y'all, and what I like most about everyone's feedback is that you guys love music. You appreciate music. You guys are smart listeners. You guys are smart watchers, and that's why I appreciate this community, because you're not just floating by and not paying attention. So I love that. A lot of you, if not all of you, have great observation skill. And so that's good. For me, if I'm ever put in a position to vote or whatever have you, or if I'm talking to somebody, it's something that I would bring up, and it's something that I would push to be fixed. It has to be fixed. The arts need always to be damn near 100%. And that's how I feel. You know, there's no reason after all of these years to fuck up the category on something. We're not that confused. So that's the deal. No doubt, Gorilla, no doubt. They do need a revamp. And it feels the scales feel very, you know what? I made the same argument about rap music. It's like, sure, whatever wins rap, they are using the element of rap however they use it. But rap is another one that most people don't even realize it has subgenres, just like metal does. Grindcore, death metal, you know, Viking metal. You got all of these, and hip hop is the same. It's regional and it has subgenres. So it's like you gotta kind of like, I don't know. I know I'm splitting hairs here, but I'd like to see it that organized one day. We'll see though. We'll see. You know, we'll see. Naj. Yes, Eric, I love that idea too, man. I think that's a great idea. I think it would have been dope if, and I don't know their names, but imagine the lead singer from Turnstile steps up, he takes the award, he says thank you, and he goes, just to clarify though, although the Grammys might have miscategorized, we are a hardcore band from out of Baltimore and blah, 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 blah. You know, and just letting them know that rock has several genres and this is something that needs to have a good look at. And say it peacefully, you know, either that or just, you know, don't say it peacefully, however you want to approach it. Me personally, I probably would have taken the more peaceful route because I want to keep that line of communication open in case they want my feedback and how I imagine it. So that's how I would see it, but that's me. You can change the world today, son. What up, man? How you doing, man? No doubt, Gorilla, and I feel the same way. You know, whenever I meet an artist, no matter what genre or what they do, I always like to give them a pound, let them know that what they do, and try to be as specific as I possibly can. So yeah, I feel that. That's dope. Oh yeah, Tanya, that's dope, man. Yeah, that's where Turnstile's from. They're from Baltimore. And they, you know, a lot of people don't know, they've been around for a little while and they've been doing their thing. And I'm very happy for them, man. It's pretty cool what they've pulled off. You know, you don't see a lot of hardcore bands pull something like that off. And the type of hardcore music they do is, for me, is so hybrid that they've evolved the genre in many ways. So they're a fascinating band, man. If you haven't listened to the new album, it's fascinating because they blend some interesting styles of music and production with hardcore. And like I said, it becomes this hybrid thing or an evolution of hardcore. I don't know if you've heard it, but it's pretty good. I'm trying to think of what other album I listened to recently. Damn it. There was another, maybe it's on my phone. Yeah, I'm gonna look on my phone real quick because it gives me an update, or keep, obviously, like any of us that go on Spotify or anything, it kind of like lets us know what our recent, I was listening, before the show, I was listening to Lamb of God, Sepsis, the song Sepsis. And then, for whatever reason, I went from Lamb of God and I went to listen to Mos Def's first album, Black on Both Sides. I hadn't listened to it in such a long time. And my brain was split because part of me was kind of like listening for scratches for any of the qunique songs. And then the other half was just listening to the album because it had been so long and I wanted to see if it aged well or not, or what stood out to me now. Because sometimes you could like listen to an album when it comes out and you'll listen to it for a while and then you don't listen to it anymore and then you return to that album and it has like a different effect on you sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes it does. And so this one definitely did, because I remember when Arsonists were on tour, I was playing Moses' album a lot. And then I stopped playing it after playing it so much. And then like I actually went to listen to Moses' first album, and then I went to listen to the Black Star album right after that. So that's those two. I hope you had a good time, man. I love going to hardcore shows because there's so much energy and positive energy at that. I go to a lot of hardcore shows. The last one I went to was Agnostic Front. I forgot who else. Murphy's Law, Agnostic Front, and there was one other band that I can't remember. But it was an amazing show. Murphy's Law and Agnostic Front. We're talking about iconic, legendary OG bands, and they just brought this level of energy that was just insane. And I'm every time they come into town, I'm there, man. You know, thanks. Shout out to my homie Mike DeJean, always throws me on the list. I love going to hardcore shows, because there's no fluff, there's no magic, and there's no smoke and mirrors. It's just straight up, we're gonna rock the fuck out, and everybody's just gonna let loose, and it's amazing. It's an amazing thing to see. What's up, Yeesh? What's going on? This one's for Yeesh. Where we at? Yeesh, this for Yeesh. Good to see you. Bundy Blunt show, yes. Am I still froze? Nah, I'm here. Thank you, Digray Scott. Exactly, Tanya, going back to that, exactly. Sometimes you go back and you listen and you'll hear things that you didn't hear the first time, and it's fascinating. Or you'll, like for me, when I first heard something, I thought the lyric said this, and then it could be 10 years later, and all of a sudden I listened to the same lyric. I was like, oh, that's not what I thought they said. Gorilla strong, son. Look at this. You get this. My man. Thank you. So yeah, man, and that's pretty much. And the last thing that was recent, 2 more albums. I was listening to a Shinedown playlist, and then I was listening. No, it was actually 3 more to the list. Shinedown. I was just listening to Shinedown Radio. Then Ahmad Jamal, which is another jazz great, and then the Wild Style soundtrack, because we were talking about the Wild Style book, and I got nostalgic, and I wanted to listen to it. Yes. Yo, Gorilla, every time I see an Adam West Batman clip on Instagram, the first thought in my mind is there was a budget, like, to put this show together, like a film crew, a budget, a salary, actors, a staff, a director. It's like, and you watch it and it's just like, I don't even know the word to describe. Look, I'm sure we all love it. I'm not hating on it, but Hollywood be wildin'. Oh my God. I'm telling you, man, that Batman, that Adam West Batman is special, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can change the world today. Thank you. Thank you. Mad love to you too, man. Yes, Gorilla. It would, like some of the even to me, it's the acting and the script writing is just in pure insanity. It's like there had to be drugs in the situation because you just like there's one that I saw where the Riddler throws Robin off of a roof of a building, or they're kind of like close to the roof. They're on a ledge. He pushes Robin, who's tied up, off of the building. He's falling. Batman is like on the top of the building, and he goes, "Quick, Robin, grab this with your teeth." And he throws the Batarang attached to a fucking piece of rope, a thin rope. And he catches it as he's falling in his teeth, and he pulls him up. It's like, and you're watching this and you're like, they okay this? Oh yeah, the code with the vault. It's just pure genius, man. It's just not genius, it's just hilarious. I can't say genius. Can't do that, man. Can't do that. It's just hilarious. Oh man, thank you, Christopher Nolan, for fixing everything. Jeez, man. That's my favorite Batman, the Christopher Nolan, Bale, Heath Ledger. That's my favorite Batman. And I like the Rob Pattinson shit. I like the dark, grungy Batman. I like Batman that way. That's my shit. I'm not really big on the I could appreciate it, but I'm not big on the Michael Keaton one like that, like a lot of people are. I thought it was cool, but it still kind of had elements of the Adam West in it, and I don't think that shit belongs to me. Flash stuck in bubble gum. Oh my God. Yeah, man. So that, I don't, as far as any other new albums that I haven't really, I'm trying to see, it's New Music Friday, obviously. I know A$AP Rocky dropped the joint. I didn't hear it. And who else? Was J. Cole. J. Cole dropped did he drop an album or a single? I didn't hear it. I just kind of like heard bits and pieces of it on, people just posting like they're trying to, pick his rhyme apart for what he's saying to who and what. So that's pretty much it. Oh, I didn't know Christopher. What's up, Divine? How you doing? Let me give you there you are, Divine. Yeah! Yeesh. Hieroglyphics on tour is a necessity. They are needed in the genre. They are needed on stage. They are needed with music. They are one of the most important hip hop acts I've ever came across, befriended. I respect them highly, and I'm very happy that they're all still here doing their thing, man. It's dope to it's always dope when a group has its own world, and that's, to me, what Hieroglyphics is. It's its own planet. It's its own, like what we got here. It's its own community. And I have nothing but deep admiration for them. I love hieroglyphics. So yes, I'm very happy about that. Yes, sir. Exactly. Dell is a legend. Souls of Mischief are a legend. You know, the entire Hyro crew is just, it's dope that you brought that up. I had went back and I listened to the first Souls of Mischief album, like we were talking about going back, and that album was one of those moments where it had been a while since I listened to it, and maybe 4 cuts in, I was like, geez, these guys just came to spit and they weren't playing around. And that first Souls of Mischief album is just godly. It's just insanely good. And the lyrics, everything about it is just, the vibe of it is just so dope. And everything since then with them and Dell and the entire family has just been so dope. They stick to their script, and I love them. Yes. Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. Have a good time with that. It's really, really good. Machiavelli, have a good weekend. Have a dope weekend, man. For real, man. Have a great weekend. Yeah, man. Another tour that's happening right now, it's Atmosphere, R.A. the Rugged Man, what's homie's name? I always mess this up. Sage Francis, and there's one other person on the tour. Atmosphere, Sage Francis, R.A. the Rugged Man. I'm missing somebody. There's somebody else on the tour, if anybody could help me. Thank you, Yeesh. I appreciate that. But that tour, I think they're in LA tomorrow, and I'm gonna see if I could pass through and see what's up, man. Yeah, Eric, that album is it's just that Souls of Mischief album is just incredible, man. People can't front on that. A word, I didn't know that, Gorilla. That's crazy. That's dope. That's really dope. I had no idea. Davey Allen Hez. I have to check out what you're talking about, Divine. I'm not sure what it is that you're talking about. I have to look into that. But yeah, those are the 2 solid tours going on right now. Souls of Mischief and Atmosphere with Sage Francis and R.A. the Rugged Man. I know that there's one other person on that tour. Maybe I can find it right now. I'll tell you right now, so that way I'm not messing this up. Give me a second here. I'm looking right now, man. Here we go. Sage. Boom. So it is, come on, Sage, where's the tour list? Sage, Atmosphere. I think it's Zoo DeVille, which I'm not really familiar with their work, so I'm gonna have to go and check it. Atmosphere, Sage Francis, R.A. the Rugged Man, Cool Keith, and Mr. Dibbs. They were also on the tour. Cool Keith, I can't believe I forgot Cool Keith's name, which is wild. Okay, Divine, I'll definitely check that out. Yes, he was in LA and now he's coming back. I know that they're doing the Novo. They're doing Novo tomorrow, I believe. So if you want to go check out a dope show, go check that out. Also tomorrow in LA, Boombox LA with Knots, Mr. Chalk, and C minus. So if you're into that, just head nod, dope hip hop, I would hit that up. It's a dope event. A word. I didn't know that, Gorilla. Thank you. I gotta definitely check that out as well, man. Jeez. So much music, man. Don't forget, new Mother Fuzz song next Friday. It's called Once in a Lifetime. It's mostly geared for Valentine's, so you get the kind of song it's gonna be. But next Friday, new Mother Fuzz song, and then the 27th of February, the first qunique. Yeah, spit all over the place. The first qunique DJ Repmatic single drops on February 27th. It's called Cypher Up. I gave y'all a little sneak preview this Wednesday. But yeah, so I even got my own little list of things happening. We already have like 2 singles slated for the qunique Repmatic album. And then after Mother Fuzz, there'll be another Mother Fuzz in March. So there's a consistency happening with the music I'm releasing, whether it's rock or hip hop. So stay tuned and you'll get all the announcements and all of that. So that's the deal. That's a dope question, man. What are you saying? Wesley, funny man. I don't have it on this computer, so I can't play it right now. Maybe on Wednesday. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so the new Mother Fuzz on next Friday, which is the day before Valentine, but it is a loving song. So it's subject matter that hasn't been a part of rock in God knows how long, I think. Either that or I'm just tone deaf and haven't heard a rock ballady love song in a long time. So we'll see. I actually don't write songs like this. This was more encouraged by the guitar player, Crayon. And so because he threw me the alley-oop of a subject matter, we got the song done. It is a good song, though. I definitely had a lot of fun doing it. You can change your world today. I'm not even sure if that album is going to happen, homie. I do have a couple of tracks with Ill Bill in the stash, but right now, what is set to be released is the qunique DJ Repmatic album, starting with the first single on February 27th called Cypher Up. There's some features on this album. I will announce them as each song gets closer to their release. But the first song is Cypher Up. There's no features on that one. So stay tuned for that. Me and Red are very excited about this album. So stay tuned. There'll be more announcements on that. Good for Divine, that's a great question. We do have t-shirts. I have not put them up yet. I'm going to probably hold off until the album is ready. There's only, after this single, which is next Friday, there's only 3 more singles to go for the first debut album. So once we're all together for the debut album, then there'll be, t-shirts, maybe CDs. We'll see how far we'll go with all of this. But that's the deal with Mother Fuzz and the merch. But thank you for that. I appreciate that question. Thank you. Where we at? Where we at? Oh, happy birthday, Gorilla. Okay, I'm catching that right now. Happy birthday to your son, for sure, man. Happy birthday. We gotta remind me, man. I want to give him a shout out on his birthday, for reals. Thank you, Divine. I appreciate that. Thank you. You could change the world today. Thank you. Yeah, man, I'm excited, man. The Repmatic stuff. We've been working on it for, I always talk about it because I can't, I'm excited about it. And Red is excited. I just can't wait to get to that first single. You know what I mean? It's like, let's go. There's a lot that's gonna come from the album, and we're just very excited, and I can't wait for y'all to just bump the first single and let's get this machine going. And as for Mother Fuzz, I can't wait for the whole album just to be together so that you could just take your car ride and just listen to the whole album and then enjoy it. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. I'm very happy, and overall, I'm just thankful that you guys support and just listen. Thank you. Truly, thank you. I really do appreciate that, man. Oh, man. So, Gorilla, my favorite. That's a dope question. I think the greatest posse cut of all time is The Scenario by Tribe Called Quest and Leaders of the New School. That being said, I like the Cracker Jacks with Leaders of the New School. Sound is the Sound of the Zeekers. I love that posse cut. Man, that is such a good question because now my brain is like just spinning and trying. I don't want to just say certain songs just because they were popular. I just want to be able to say those group collaborations, the ones that I thought were just amazing. Le Fla with you know, the whole Duck Down. I think that's a brilliant song. I also think Soundboy Burial from the Smith & Wesson album featuring everybody from Duck Down is also an amazing posse cut. Man, that's such... I'm not patting myself on the back, but Arsonist Nonfiction, 14 Years of Rap is a solid posse cut, man. We all could agree that is a solid posse cut. The Headbanger, yes. That is a good one. Army of the Pharaohs, the thing about Army of the Pharaohs is that's just a posse of just, it's a collective. So everything that they're gonna do is just gonna be amazing. Trying to think. Thank you, Yeesh. I appreciate that. Thank you, Gorilla. Trying to think, man. Oh, Flavor in Your Ear remix. That's a dope one, man. That's like really good. I was gonna say Protect Your Neck, but it's Wu-Tang, so it's weird because Wu-Tang, they kind of like spun it in such a fascinating way because they made everybody a soloist, so you could look at it from so many different perspectives and say, well, that's a good, Protect Your Neck is a great posse cut because it's about these solos, but technically it's not. So they definitely dance on that gray line of what is and what isn't. You know what I mean? But the Flavor in Your remix is definitely a favorite of mine too. That's a good one. Shit, I can't really think of anything else right now off the bat. I think we all need the Symphony. Damn it, Gorilla, you're right. You're right. The Symphony is such a good posse cut. I do like Self-Destruction. You know what? I think Self-Destruction is a great posse cut too. I thought that what KRS-One did, what he accomplished, was amazing. To bring all of those big artists under one umbrella for one song at a time when that was pretty much unheard of. That was dope. So yeah, that's a good one. Good night, Divine. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. Heavy D don't curse. Jay, that's a good one, man. That's a good one, Jay. I forgot about that one. Don't curse is dope. That's a dope one. Man. Very good. Ben! Ben, what's good, son? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the to the house. You in the house. I can't think of any more. And I know that there's plenty more, but I can't think of any more. There are some that I wish, you ever have like one of those thoughts, who is my favorite artist to do impressions of? May I hear it? Oh. Oh man. I'm not like I'm not nice with impressions like that. I'm more of like I'll try to capture the vibe of the person and do an exaggerated impression of. So I wouldn't do it any justice, man. But it's normally like if I'm cool with the artist, I'll do the impression while we're there. Like Fieldy, who's been my best friend for a long time, he has a very nasal voice. So whenever, we'd be on tour, fucking around backstage, everybody, and he would say some silly shit, I would always like, have fun and be like, hey, Philly, you gonna pick up your bass? Because he has a very nasal voice. And, everybody be laughing. And so that's what that's my approach to impressions. I would just kind of exaggerate how that person would sound just to make it funny so that we could all have a laugh at it. You know what I mean? But I'm not nice with it like that. Monster Island Czars, yes, that's a good one. Yes. Monstars. Wow. See, y'all are killing it, man. Y'all are really, really, really killing it, man. You got some. See, that's what I mean. I wasn't gonna remember all of these collaborations. And then there's that fine line because you guys are specifically saying, posse cuts. So that requires a lot of people coming through, and which is what was the one? Was it LL Cool J Had I Shot You? That was pretty dope. I thought that was all right. You know what I mean? I haven't listened to it in a while. I think that was the name of it. I don't remember. Space. I will definitely do that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that heads up. I appreciate that. Flavor in Your remix is so good. So good. Thank you, Space, for the heads up. Big Daddy Kane has a song called Come On Down. I think it's called Come On Down, where it's Big Daddy Kane, Q-Tip, and Busta Rhymes. That one's pretty good. He also has one where it's Big Daddy Kane, Jay-Z, and ODB. I forgot the name of that track. That's a good one. Then there's one. Is it Freeway? I think Kanye produced it. It's Freeway, Jay-Z, and one other. Maybe Kanye's rapping on it. There's things that sound wrong, 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 wrong. I can't think of the name of the song. I'll tell y'all right now what that's called. Everything we do is wrong. I have to find it. What? Don't you hate that when you don't remember the name of the damn song? Come on, son. Where's the playlist? There we go. So it's called What We Do. Freeway, Jay-Z, Beanie Siegel. I like that song too. That one's good. Then there's another posse cut. Guess Who's Back? Scarface, Jay-Z, Beanie Siegel. Those are dope. Those are dope. 1-900 Hustler, Jay-Z, Beanie Siegel, Memphis Bleak. Another dope song. A lot of Jay-Z stuff I'm pulling, but those are dope. Those are really dope. PJs, yes, Jay Freedom. That one was dope. Too many 40s, not enough moonlight. So. Thank you, Space. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Brother Ali Rugged. Yes. Master Ace. That's a good one, too. I'm not patting myself on the back. The Coca Nostra with qunique and Immortal Technique. Nuclear Medicine Men. Also, I think it's a pretty solid posse cut, man. I think everybody went nuts on that track. You know, like, I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's like, I'm remembering, I'm not saying that every posse cut I've been a part of is on that level. I would never say that, but I think Nuclear Medicine Men is a solid posse cut. But I think 14 Years of Rap is the top of that. Thank you, Space. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Martin Vasquez, what's the deal, son? Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. Thank you. Crooklyn Dodgers, damn it, Ben. You rock, Ben. You rock. I forgot all of that. Both Crooklyn Dodgers, 1 and 2, both are amazing. Yes, yes, yes. I love both of those songs. Oh, Speak Your Clout. Both. Let me make sure I got let me go to this playlist right here. This is another one. I have to say both of these. And y'all are gonna know. This has to be said. Boom. I'm the Man and Speak Your Clout. Gangstar, Lil Dap, and J. Rue the Dam. Basically, Guru, Lil Dap, J. Rue the Damager, Speak Your Clout, and I'm the Man. Both of those are godly to me. Godly. I think Gangstar is one of the most important hip-hop groups to have ever existed, number one. Number two, those two songs, both of them are just insanely good. You know what I mean? So that's the deal. Trying to think. Now y'all got me digging in the bag. Now I'm digging in the bag. We're going to dig in the bag right now. Let's see. What do we got? Let me get over here. Let me get over here. See, I got a lot of them like feature joints. So I don't have a lot of posse cuts on my playlist, fascinatingly enough. I'm going to have to. Oh, Buddy. Tribe Called Quest, Jungle Brothers, De La Soul. And what's fascinating is that that's the only time that all three groups collaborated on Buddy. And Buddy, whatever version, whether it's the remix, the original, is just such a good, like, posse cut. Buddy is just, that's dope. Thank you, Yeesh. Yes, Gorilla, that's a good one too, man. What else we got? I'm still looking at my list. Calm Down. Here's another one. This is a favorite of mine. Calm Down. Tragedy, Gaddafi, Nas, and Noriega. Music makes these thugs calm down. Music makes these thugs calm down. It's such a good track. If you haven't heard it, it's streaming. That's a good posse cut. Come on, son. I'm looking. Damn it. That's all I got on my list. Now y'all got me digging for, yo. Come on. How do we even forget this? Let me get the right title. Live at the Barbecue. Main Source. Nas. Akinelli. Joe Fatal. Iconic posse cut. Live at the barbecue. Live at the Oh, there you go. My man Jay Freedom knows what the deal is. And Back to the Grill. Also a good posse cut. But Live at the Barbecue is so good. So good, man. And that's how we all first heard Nas, and that's how I first saw Nas. You know, that clip of him performing that song, me and Crazy Legs, was in the back of the club when he was being filmed for that. And who knew? You know what I mean? Like, who knew that we were watching this person that was going to become one of hip hop's all-time greatest ever. So it's just fascinating. But you know, Live at the Barbecue is just such a good fucking song, man. Yeah. Yes, Ben. I know that joint too. Yes, Gorilla. That's a dope one for sure, man. Still got my yep. Still looking on my list here, so I don't forget anything. I don't have any more posse cuts on my list. Fascinating. Now, let me ask y'all this. Would you consider when DITC gets together a posse cut, or is that like Wu-Tang, where they are DITC, but then they break off to be individuals? Is that kind of technically the same thing? Probably is. If I'm asking, I probably already know the answer, but yeah. Vocal sample of Valentine's, motherfucker. That's a good one, man. I love that, Yeesh. Thank you. Oh my God, that was good. Spontaneous, that's a good one. It's like Voltron Former. Yes. Because I was going to say, you know, DITC, they have some good posse cuts, but I guess if they're all technically DITC members, it's like Wu-Tang, where they're still a group. I guess you could say the same about Army of the Pharaohs, right? Because they come together to form the group Army of the Pharaohs. So you can technically, it's not really a posse cut, it's a group cut, you know? That I'm guessing. I'm gonna investigate that and see what the general consensus is for something like that, because it's a good question to ask, man. Zogale. Yeah, man. I can't think of any other posse cuts, man. I think that I'm all the well is dry. I can't think. And I know that there's a lot. I just think that we could all agree that they all might be solid, but certain posse cuts just have that like Scenario. You like, that's a one of a kind meteor, right? Like when it hit, it was like everybody was like, holy shit, what is this? You know, there wasn't a lot of that going around during that time. So it was special. So posse cuts just don't have that effect. And so many have been made. I've been a part of a few of them. But yeah, man. So that's the deal. That was a good subject to my life is for real. That's a good one. Oh my God, yep. Pretty much. Oh, that's good. I have collaborated with a lot of artists, and I have been on a lot of posse cuts. A lot. So we all salute the posse cut, ladies and gentlemen. The posse cut is the shit. We could all agree. It's a dope way of getting everyone together and have some friendly competition and see who came to wreck shit. You know what I mean? So it's pretty good. It's dope shit, man. D&D, oh damn, Jay, you coming with the fucking bomb shit, man. The D&D joint, man. Yes, that's a good one, actually. KRS killed that one, man. I think he says that whole line about, but I will contradict that. Like, I thought that was so dope because he knew that that's how, you know, people were talking about him at the time. This is dope. That's a dope cut. And a little backstory is that album, the song that Big Jazzo did on that album is produced by the same person that produced the first Arsonist song, The Session. So we kind of like, what do they call that? 6 degrees of separation or whatever. So, and D&D at that time when they were promoting that album, they were doing a mixtape and they invited me, Destroy and Freestyle to be on the mixtape. It was put together by Kurt Cazale. And I don't know if you could find that mixtape. I don't know where it's at. I never actually physically saw the mixtape. I know that we went up to D&D to record our verses. But if you ever see it, we're supposed to be on that as well. Yep. Mad Villainy, yes. That's a good one, man. Y'all are coming up with the gems, man. I can't argue with y'all, man. There's a lot of dope, just a lot of dope collaborations, especially when it's like a lot of people on a track. You know what? There's one that I did called A to Z, and it's produced by Mr. Frankenstein or something. Like, I forgot how he says his name. Matter of fact, let me make sure I'm doing the right thing. Let me go look for this shit again. So that you got the proper, no, that's the wrong list. Okay, so come on, son. How is this not on here? All right, well, I don't have it on, it is Mr. Frankenstein, Mister Frankenstein, and it's called A to Z. And what he did, and I'm happy that I'm a part of this, I spoke about this briefly. He asked every rapper that had their name, well, coincide their letter with their name. So obviously I did the letter Q. And he had every rapper from A to Z spit on it. And we all have like 4 bars on this song where we do the alphabet based on our letters. So if you haven't checked it out before, go check it out. It's a pretty cool concept. He did a good thing. It's really sick. Yes, Gorilla, exactly. Yes. Most difficult, easy thing that's ever gonna happen. Yeesh. I don't have a link for it. I have to kind of like look for it, but it's Mr. Frankenstein A to Z. Mister Frankenstein A to Z. I believe homie's from Canada, I think. Zogale, you have this shirt, the Alice in Chains joint with all their album covers. It's a sick shirt, man. I love Alice in Chains, man. SV, what's going on? Shout out to you, baby. Welcome. Yeah. Yeah, man. This was a good subject, man. Posse cuts, man. You know, couldn't have predicted this subject. It's a good subject. It's a cool subject, man. You know, there's so many have been done at this point that it's like I said, it's kind of hard to like pinpoint what is really working and what is just kind of like down the line, just okay, that's a posse cut, it's cool, whatever. But because then it becomes a preference thing. What you might like, I might not like, and all of that other stuff. But I think a lot of the you wearing Motley Crue today? Yeah. She's got the looks that kill. That kill. One of my favorite Motley Crue songs, man. Dr. Feelgood. Another good one. The posse cut. You know, I'm trying to, actually, on Vengeance is Mine, I have a posse cut. What's the name of this song? I can't remember the names of my own songs, son. Canarsie Artie's Revenge. Because at the time, I was following, so there's two posse cuts that connect in our camp. There's Canarsie Artie's Brigade, which was on What's Wrong with Bill, and then I did part 2, Canarsie Artie's Revenge. And I think both of those are solid as well. Those are fun, man. I had a blast doing both of those. Those are solid. Wesley, that's a dope question. I don't know. You know, I never met Papoose. That is a fascinating. I know he did in the beginning. I know he did a joint with Cool G Rap. You have to go and check his catalog. Actually, because you said that, now that I have this right here, I'm gonna go and just give a quick look so that we could just see what the deal is. And so here we are. I'm on his page. I'm gonna look at his discography. He's got an album for every month, which I thought was. So he has a joint. Well, that's with Remy Ma. He has a joint with Music Soul Child, Casanova. Let's see over here. Ty Dolla $ign, AG, Mano, Red Cafe. So he definitely has an assortment of collabs. They're just scattered through his catalog. But he does have some collabs. Yep. So that's the deal with that, Wesley. Papoose is dope, man. He's somebody that I think I would love to collab with. When somebody is that serious about the craft, you definitely want to have an opportunity to build with them on a track. You know, he'd definitely be somebody that would be cool. That was a good one. That was a good one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the end of this very, very fun episode. I want to thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for the subject matter. That was a dope subject, man. The collab. You guys rock. I want you guys to have a beautiful weekend. Stay safe out there. Remember, first of all, once again, rest in peace to the great Mr. Complex. Prayers of strength and endurance to his family and his loved ones. Plex was a dope dude, truly an awesome dude, and he's going to be greatly missed. Thank you all for hanging out this Friday. Got mad love for all of y'all. Thank you for building this community with me. This was a lot of fun today. I will see you next Wednesday on Live from the Lab. We're going to have a whole new book report to go over. And next Friday, brand new Mother Fuzz, don't forget. And as well as February 20th. Actually, if you want to pre-save the new qunique DJ Repmatic single Cypher Up, just go to qunique.com. It's right there on the homepage. You can pre-save the link and be ready for when it drops. I truly appreciate your support. Thank you for your support with the super chats and the super stickers. Thank you for just hanging out. Thank you for visiting the website. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all the love. Have a beautiful weekend. God bless. Spread love. Peace.